All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who taught me this truth. Salutations to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth. And Shalom to the rest of the 1/3 remnant of men, women, and children. All right, who are believing on the words of Yahweh Shah. All right, as we await this second Exodus. Okay, and this is your brother Rikaga Bar, and I'm back at you again with another live lesson. All right, entitled The Breaking of the Chains of Darkness. Okay, the breaking of these chains of darkness. Okay, these afflicted and ailment ridden bodies. Okay, yeah, man, and this is what I want to touch on today. All right, I'm going into how the scriptures refer to these bodies that we're in. All right, that our spirits are ultimately trapped in as chains of darkness. Okay. And, you know, I want to go over why that is, all right, and how, as I say, we await this second Exodus, all right, Yahweh Shah is coming to do what, all right? He's coming to free us from these bodies, okay? He's coming to free us from these chains of darkness, okay? These afflicted, all right, and ailment-ridden bodies, okay? Because, you know, in the new bodies that we're going to get, man, in the world to come, okay? We're not going to have to go through the shit we got to go through, okay? Catching hell, you know, battling your demons, okay? Having you know, neck problems and back problems and hip problems and just having, you know, different types of ailments, okay? All of those things are ultimately what is summed up in these bodies, man. These chains of darkness, the scriptures call them, okay? Only in these bodies are we tormented by demons, okay? Only in these bodies do they plague our thoughts and cause us sometimes to do wicked shit, okay? You know, and only in these bodies, you know, you got high blood pressure that run in your family, all right? You know, people can get cancer, you know, and all these types of disease, man. Diseases, all right, ultimately are demons, okay, that manifest, all right? But none of those things are going to carry over into the bodies where our spirits are about to be put in, okay? So that's why I want to do this lesson, all right? Going into the breaking of these chains of darkness, man. Because understand that, you know, when you understand the scriptures, okay, there is a lot of deeper, all right, a lot of deeper understanding in things that are hidden, all right, to just the common eye, okay? Most, you know, people will read the scriptures and not understand, okay, two things that it's talking about, okay? But understand that the Most High reveals these things, all right, to those ultimately initiated, okay, to those who he created to understand, okay? And that's when you get the believers, okay, the hopeful elect, all right, you Israelites, all right, who are coming back to this truth, okay, who ultimately have been awakened, all right, or for better words, enlightened, okay? Your mind has been enlightened and brought back on this track, okay, of this ancient sacred knowledge, right? But yeah, man, because understand, we once as a people, okay, when you read these scriptures, all right, as Israelites, we once knew of these different things, okay, but there was a great falling away, okay? You know, these things were hidden from us when you go into Psalms 83rd chapter, okay? But we're back now, okay? The Most High has brought us back, okay? So yeah, man, this is Romans chapter 8 verse 20. It says, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who had subjected the same in hope. Okay, so the creature represents, all right, us, the Israelites, okay? Because when you go into the scriptures, all right, ultimately every living thing is a creature, okay? If you're a living thing, you go back to Genesis, the first chapter, all right, during the time of creation, everything was created on the 5th day or the 5,000th year, or every creature was, okay? And, you know, you read in the scriptures, all right, the Most High refers to us as a creature, okay? He tells us he's going to use the creature as his weapon, all right? He's going to use the creature, you know, as his, to judge these nations, all right, for lack of better words, okay? But we're this creature that we're reading about here in Romans 8 and 20, okay? It says, for the creature was made subject to vanity, okay? Now that word subject, man, all right, or under the subjection, means you're ultimately brought under one's control, okay, or under one's power, okay? So we were created, meaning we were subject to vanity, okay, which represents sin, all right, or going off, okay, or darkness, right? These chains of darkness, okay? We were created, meaning we were created to literally be bound by these chains of darkness, okay? You can't, you have no power over yourself. You can't change your height. You can't change your stature. You can't give yourself a new body, okay? You can't free yourself of different ailments that you know, you can take medication and, you know, you get some herbs and stuff, but you can't necessarily free yourself in a sense to where you're never going to be hindered and plagued by your afflictions and your ailments, right? Why? Because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, the one who controls and is in control of all things, he created us and put us under, you know, under his control, all right? And we're subject, all right, to these bodies, okay, to vanity, okay, meaning going off, right? Not willingly, right? Not willingly, because we didn't have a choice in the matter, okay? Everything is ultimately the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. What he wants to happen happens, okay? It's his story, right? His movie, okay? You can't go in and, you know, erase the words that were written and, you know, create your own story, okay? Not willingly, all right? But by reason of him, all right, who had subjected the same in hope. So just like he brought us under the power, all right, and made us to where we were subject to going off and sinning, all right, in these chains of darkness, all right, he also brought us under the power, okay, to where we're subject to hope, okay, in believing on him, all right, in seeking salvation, okay? You didn't wake yourself up, right? As Israelites, you know, that are enlightened, okay, we didn't wake ourselves up. We didn't, you know, say, all right, you know, 5 years from now, okay, I'm a wake up to the truth. All right, I'm gonna believe on these two names that I've never heard before. All right, I'm gonna start doing. We didn't do that, right? Our spirits, all right, were chosen from the beginning to wake up in you know, in these times to believe on these words. Why? Because we were subject to that, right? Who had subjected the same in hope. Here's the point: because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption. Okay, these bodies, man, these chains of darkness, all right, bondage of corruption, meaning sin, wickedness, okay, uncleanness. Yeah, scripture tells you that all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, man. We're all inherently, ultimately, we are born, when we're born, all right, you're going to go off, okay? That's how you were subjected to that. But you're also subjected, okay, if you're believing on these words, if you've been woken up to this truth, you're also subjected to what? He's going to tell us, right? Because the creature itself shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. So just like we had to go, you know, be placed down here in these wicked bodies, okay, to where you got, you know, got thoughts flowing through your mind sometimes, wicked thoughts, right? You end up doing, you end up doing something stupid sometimes and going off, and you're like, damn, man, like, I'm trying to be righteous. I'm trying, you know, that's why scriptures say what? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Because our spirits are created, you know, they're going to be righteous, okay? They're just in these wicked ass bodies, okay? Once we get placed, our spirits gets taken out of these bodies. Once these chains are broken, we're going to be put in a body to where we're going to be made perfect, okay, and perfectly righteous, okay. When you read Hebrews 8:8, right, that's when the law is going to be written into the inward parts, okay. So our new bodies are going to be made for our spirit. It's going to be made for the spirit man, okay. Where these bodies are not made for the spirit man, man. That's why the flesh and the spirit are always warring against each other. Right? You know, when they show those different cartoons where they depict the angel on your right and a demon on your left, okay, and the angel's trying to tell you to do the right thing and a demon trying to tell you to do the wrong thing, that's ultimately the picture of the spirit and the flesh warring against each other, okay? And we were subject to be brought under that, okay? Meaning we were created, man, to be in these weakened vessels, these weak-ass bodies, to where sometimes you fall, sometimes you give in to those wicked thoughts, all right? But it's all about picking yourself back up and continue in the race. Okay, when you read Sirach chapter 2, it tells you that, you know, how when you come into the truth, you got to prepare yourself for temptations. Prepare yourself to prepare your mind, man, because that's what it's all about. The battle, that spiritual battle, is going to take place in your mind. It's going to be by way of different thoughts, okay, and whether or not you put action to those thoughts, okay, right? But yeah, all right, it says, because the creature itself, all right, you Israelites, man, also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption, okay? All right, we're going to be delivered from these bodies. These chains will be broken, okay? Our spirit is going to be set free, all right, from these wicked mortal bodies into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High, all right? The glorious liberty, right? The freedom. We're going to be set free from these bodies, man, all right? All right, so let's go ahead and go over. This is Jude chapter 1, verse 6. All right, it says, in the angels, which represents us, the Israelite men, all right, because the angel, all right, ultimately, you know, is a messenger, all right? When you go into the meaning of the word, it's a messenger or one who is sent, okay, ultimately with a purpose, okay, or a duty, all right? That's why the angels is in the spiritual realm, okay, they refer to us as their brethren, okay, and they're sent to minister unto us, all right, to guide us, to deliver us out of certain things, all right, to put righteous thoughts in our mind, yeah, okay? We're these angels, man, all right, that is we're about to read about. All right. It says, and the angels which kept not their first estate, okay, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. Okay, so we're going to break it down. It says, and the angels which kept not their first estate. Now understand, all right, due to indoctrination of Christianity, they would have one to believe that angels, they would have one to believe that Satan, right, was a righteous angel at first, and then he banded together with a bunch of demons, okay, that was jealous of Yahushua, all right, and wanted to go against the Most High, all right, and then the Most High kicked them out of heaven and came down here, and that's where all the Nephilim and no, man. Okay, understand the scriptures, understand the order that is set up. Understand that the Most High, all right, Yahweh, okay, he has a right hand side and a left hand side, okay, meaning he has righteousness, right? Remember that angel on your right, the demon on the left, okay, he's balanced, okay, so he brings light and darkness, okay, good and evil, all right, he's great and terrible. Okay, this is what makes him the supreme deity, the supreme being, because he's the one pulling all the strings. Okay, that's why you read in the book of Job, man. When Satan went to the Most High, all right, he ultimately, you know, was talking with the Most High, right? You know, asking, all right, needing permission to go and tempt Job. Okay, the wicked spirits, they don't just go and do what they want to do. They can't go against the will of the Most High. All right, because then that would make him not the supreme being. Okay, if somebody was, you know, able to do something of their own accord or their own will, all right, then that would make the Most High not the supreme being. Okay, understand that scriptures say man's goings are of the Lord, meaning, you know, you wake up and everything you do for that day, all right, was already it was already predetermined. It was already written to happen. Okay, and that's all we tell you in this truth. There's no such thing as coincidence. There's no such thing as chance, because the Most High doesn't deal with that. He everything scripture tells you. Matter of fact, forget, I believe it's Isaiah chapter 46 and 10. Okay, it says, declaring the end from the beginning. Okay, saying my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. Okay, so the Most High declared the end of the world, okay, from the beginning. Okay, before the foundations of the earth was formed, he chose us, Lord willing, as the hopeful elect, to believe on this truth. Right. We were created. He already knew from the beginning that we were going to, you know, be created under these chains of darkness, and that whenever, you know, the time was right, okay, he was going to send Yahushua to deliver us from these bodies. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you, man, is that there's no such thing as free will. Okay, because as we read right in Romans chapter 8 and 20, okay, We were subject to vanity, right? Not willingly, right? You didn't have a choice. You didn't have a choice. Not willingly means you didn't have free will in the matter. We didn't get to choose like, nah, I'm not going to go off. I'm not going to be put in this down body, right? I'm going to, you didn't have a choice, right? Did you create yourself, right? Did you create anything, right? Did you decide what your height was going to be, that you were going to be an Israelite? Did you decide your hair texture? Did you decide? We didn't decide none of that, man, right? Understand that, okay? So the point I'm making, okay, is that, you know, Christianity is full of lies, man, and it's complete wickedness. It's idolatry, all right? These angels here, okay, when it says, in the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, okay, the angels, all right, in the spiritual world, okay, they're following the orders of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and so are the demons, okay? Satan didn't come up with some mastermind plan to go against the Most High. That's not what's written, okay? We do not read that, because that never happened, okay? That never happened. All right. All right. What you do have, okay, before I continue, all right, you do have humans down here that embody the workings, all right, of Satan, okay? We tell you that those are the Edomites, man. Those are the devils, okay? When you go into that word devil, it ultimately goes into a deceitful person or a slanderer, okay? And that's what the Edomites are, okay? The so-called white man, right? Woman and child, okay? That's what they were created to be when you read the scriptures, man. That they were created to be that way, okay? Why? Because the Most High is balanced. He has a right hand and a left hand. And that's why we're trying to get you Israelites to understand you were created to be that righteous seed, okay? That righteous bloodline down here on this earth, okay? All right? So it says, in the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness, right? These bodies, unto the judgment of the great day, right? That's the point. Unto the judgment of the great day. What's the great day? It's the day of the Lord Yahushua, okay? When the Most High sends his son Yahushua, we tell you time and time again, he's coming to do what? Two things: deliver and destroy, okay? He's going to destroy the wicked, okay? He's going to destroy the wicked, okay? And he's going to deliver his elect. What's that deliverance? All right, it's going to be the redemption of these bodies, okay? We're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye, and we're going to be gathered, all right, up on those chariots, all right? Read Isaiah 26 and 20, okay? Read 2nd Ezra chapter 2, all right, starting around verse 40, okay, down at the bottom. We're going to be delivered, and we're going to be preserved, all right, in those chariots, man, as this destruction is being overpassed before we come down off those chariots in new bodies, all right, to start what is called the kingdom of heaven, all right, or the world to come, when the Israelites, all right, starting with the elect, all right, are put back in rulership under Yahushua to rule this entire earth in righteousness, complete righteousness, okay? Okay? Until the judgment of the great day. That's the great day, all right? This has not happened yet, all right? We are waiting for this breaking of these chains, man, when Yahushua gets here, okay? The second Exodus, right? You go to the Exodus, what was it? It was a mass departure of the Israelites, right? When we were led out of Egypt. So this second Exodus is going to be a mass departure of the righteous Israelites, when we're going to be free from everywhere and we are scattered, okay? All four corners of the earth, right? Okay? All right, this is all right, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, okay, verse 15. All right. Yeah, man, so we were created, all right, to go off, and we're created to be saved and delivered, all right? Lord willing, we're of that number, okay? Because Scripture says many are called, but few are chosen. Okay, few are chosen. So you're hearing this truth right now. You're called, all right? That's settled, right? But chosen, we don't know if we're chosen until, all right, the Most High starts showing us that he's until we're delivered. Ultimately is when we know for sure we're chosen, okay? You know, and there are going to be different signs and things that the Most High is going to, you know, do for us, right? He's going to save us from these times that are upon the earth, okay? All these are going to be signs, man, that you know, we're fighting to be chosen. Okay. So yeah, man, this is Wisdom of Solomon, Salakia, chapter 9, all right, verse 15. Okay, it says, for the corruptible, all right, it says, for the corruptible body presseth down the soul. Okay, the flesh warn against the spirit. This body, man, our thoughts, our wicked thoughts, okay, these things press down on the soul. It says, in the earthly tabernacle, meaning this earthly body, right, weigheth down the mind, that museth upon many things. Our minds are constantly wandering, thinking about God knows what, you know. Well, the Most High does know, you know, what we're thinking about. But these are, you know, our minds are always wandering. You're going to have wicked thoughts. You're going to have righteous thoughts. It's going to be just constant. All right. You know, but this is how these bodies were created. Understand that in the kingdom, we're not going to be subject, all right, to these different types of afflictions, meaning, you know, thoughts to do wicked things. Okay. Or thoughts to do wicked things. Okay. It's not going to happen. Why? Because the Most High is going to take these chains from us, and he's going to make us completely righteous, man, completely perfect. Okay, in a sense to where our spirit's going to be put in a new body, a celestial spiritual body. All right, and we're not going to have to worry about the things we have to worry about anymore. Right, and this is wisdom of King Solomon. Right, it says, for the corruptible body presseth down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weighed down the mind, that museth upon many things. Okay, we get weighed down sometimes. Okay, especially in this truth. If you're in this truth, okay, we go through more than anybody else in the world. Okay, why? Because we're in everyone else in the world, they have different coping mechanisms that'll be wicked, like doing drugs, all right, going out and doing wicked shit, okay, to free themselves of the torment that is on their minds, okay, or what they're battling. All right, we don't have that luxury, okay, in that sense. What we do have, all right, as I did going into the previous lessons, all right, we have the power, all right, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay, we have these tools and scriptures, okay, in our faith, all right, to get us through the shit we go through. But we don't have it easy, man. We're in this truth. Ultimately, the more we grow in this truth, the more we're going to be put through shit, man. The more demons are going to try to attack us, all right, to try to get us to go off. And then when you do go off, you feel down and out, you feel low, and you feel like, you know, you're not worthy anymore. But this race is about continuing, man, and picking yourself back up and continuing. That's why scriptures say the righteous man falleth 7 times, all right, but ultimately gets back up, and the wicked just fall into mischief. Okay, roughly paraphrasing, all right. But the wicked, when they do something stupid, okay, when they break the law, all right, or do something wicked, they just continue to do that, or they find a, you know, excuse for it. They don't repent, they don't try to change their ways. We do, all right, to the best of our ability. Okay, but being under these chains of darkness, we were subject to vanity, not willingly, man. And that's why when you understand it, we're under grace, because we need grace, all right, to be saved, man. We're saved by grace and our faith, okay, and ultimately your works in the form of growing, continuing to grow, all right, putting out lessons, all right, as a man of the Lord, okay, as a woman of the Lord, being a proper, you know, Proverbs 31:10, I believe, woman, okay, a keeper at home. You read in Titus 2, okay, you know, all those things, man, is that's, you know, our works. That is showing the Most High that we're working towards, you know, we're trying to show him that, you know, we're working towards salvation. Okay, we're looking towards being spiritual, so that hopefully we can be delivered, right? Okay, all right, okay, so yeah, understand that these, you know, these bodies, man, they're gonna weigh you down, all right? You know, shit you gotta go through, the pain, the sorrow, you know, the torment of our minds, yeah, man, it gets real, okay? It gets real dark, right? It gets dark sometimes, okay? And we're reserved under these chains of darkness, okay? Ultimately, so Most High to teach us a lesson that when we get into the kingdom with those everlasting, eternal, immortal bodies, and we don't have to deal with this shit no more, we're gonna be very, very, very much so appreciative of, we're gonna be that much more so appreciative of it, okay? Because we understand what it was like to live in hell. Okay, we understood what it was like to live in hell, because this is hell, right? Again, man, Christianity, they don't have the answers, okay? This is hell, right? This is hell. This torment and shit you go through down here on this earth, all right? Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over to the book of 1 Thessalonians. All right. The book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 3, verse 3, okay? It says that no man should be moved by these afflictions, all right? For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. So, like I was just talking about, these afflictions and shit we got to deal with, man, the torment, all right? Demons putting wicked thoughts in your minds and shit, right? Understand, man, that it says here that no man should be moved by these afflictions, right? For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. Okay, don't be surprised that we go through shit. Okay, scriptures tell you we're going to go through shit, so expect to go through stuff, right? It says, for verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and ye know. So you understand that, man. You have that mindset that you were created, that you were going to go through shit, because scriptures tell you that through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Okay, you wasn't just gonna wake up and have a fairy tale ride to the kingdom. No, man, you was gonna be put through shit, hella shit, and it was gonna break you down at times, but it was gonna mold you into a stronger person. And that's ultimately why we go through this stuff. It says, for verily when we were with you, we told you before that we would suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and ye know. And that's why scriptures tell you, Yahweh Shah is like, you either need to be hot on fire for this truth or cold and out the way, right? He doesn't want you lukewarm. You don't get to be in a state of mind to wherein you catching all types of hell. You lost your job, you lost your car, you catching hell from your woman, you hurting, your body hurting, you thinking all types of wicked shit, and it's making you want to just fall out. Okay, when you have that mindset, man, that you constantly going back and forth between, I don't know if I should be a part of the truth, I want to lead this truth, I don't want to be here. You straddling a fence like that, that's what being lukewarm is, all right? You need to understand that you was gonna go through shit, okay? You was gonna go through shit, and you're gonna continue going through shit all the way until we were free from these bodies, okay? And this is what separates the true hopeful elect from these wannabe Israelites, man. These Israelites who just throw on the fringes and go through the motions, who think that this is just a fad that's gonna pass away, okay? No, man, this separates the real from the fake, okay? This is separating the real from the fake, all right? All right? Yeah, it's gonna be hard, okay? Nobody said it was gonna be easy, but we said it's gonna be worth it, all right? All right, because this is the point. Let's go ahead and grab these last two precepts and I'll end it off. All right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15. All right, you brothers and sisters, know these, all right, was what I'm going to grab, okay? But this is the new bodies, man. All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, I'll start down at verse 51, man. This is the beauty of it. This is like I said, the deeper meaning in dark sayings, meaning they're hidden from the understanding of most people, okay? This is that hidden knowledge, all right? That hidden sacred knowledge, okay? All right, this is what it is, right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. This is a mystery, okay? Why is it a mystery? Because most people are not going to be able to receive it. All right. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Sleep meaning death, because ultimately you don't die. Your spirits forevermore, they're gonna You know, you die on this side, your body's put in the grave, your spirit goes to the spirit world, and you know the cycle of reincarnation happens, right? But it said, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Okay. In the last lesson I did, right, when we was reading in Matthew, I believe the 17th chapter, when Yahushua was transfigured, okay, he changed form. That's what's gonna happen to us, man. We're gonna change form. We're gonna get a new body. It says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, right? For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Okay. So the scriptures tell you, you know, that the dead in Yahushua HaMashiach are going to rise first. Okay. Those that are in the spiritual world, okay, who the Most High predestined to salvation, all right, who are not on this current earth with us right now, all right, they're going to be the one, they're going to rise first, right? But then we're going to rise with them. Okay. It says, for this corruptible, these chains of darkness, right, this bondage of corruption, right, for this corruptible must all right, must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Okay, so this is why it's a mystery, because most people are not going to receive this. We talk about spiritual powers, and we talk about all the miraculous divine things that's going to happen and that we're going to be able to do. Most people don't fucking receive it, man. But the scriptures is telling you this must happen. Okay, so just like, you know, not willingly we went off and we were put in these bodies. Well, not willingly, we're going to be put in these immortal, supernatural, godly bodies, man. It must happen. Okay, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. All right. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? Because why? Death in the form of dying, right? It's not going to have any more power over us, because we're going to be immortal beings. Okay, we're going to be made immortal beings, man. And I'm going to end it off in the book of Revelation, because this is wherein these chains will be broken. All right, these chains will be broken. And this is what we're fighting hard for. And this is what's about to happen. This is about to happen soon. Okay, you see the stage and the condition of the earth, man. This shit's about to happen real soon, right? Revelations 21:3. Okay, it says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, meaning his dwelling place. He's going to dwell with us. And this is referring to the Israelites. Okay, not the heathen. They're not, salvation is not granted unto them. They're not going to receive new bodies. This is granted to the Israelites only. Okay, you read the scriptures. It says, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. So this is ultimately the time wherein we get beamed up and delivered, okay, and changed, right, and come down, all right, to start the world to come. When you read 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, okay, how Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Us Israelites, man, the elect are going to be the Israelites who are going to start under Yahushua the world, or the reign on this world to come. And this is a beautiful thing, and this is what's about to happen. Okay, we're about to inherit the earth and everything else, other planets. We're about to inherit these things. Okay, man. All right, and be their power. So the Most High is going to take full possession, all right, over the Israelites, starting with the elect. Okay, and he's going to change us and put us in new bodies, okay, to where he's going to be able to do that, right? His spirit, you know, we can be in the spirit, you know, to the best of our ability, but then, you know, we'll have these wicked thoughts and you may go off and do something stupid and then you back, and then that's not going to happen in the kingdom. Okay, that's not going to happen, because his spirit is going to be perfect with those new bodies, right? Here's the point. In the Most High, verse 4, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death. We just read that. neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Okay, and he that sat upon the throne, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. Okay, so there will be no more death, man, for the Israelites. There will be no more crying for the Israelites. There will be no more sorrow, no more pain for the Israelites. There will be no more afflictions, having to catch hell. We're not going to be in hell anymore. Okay, we're in hell right now, and under these torments and afflictions, we're not going to be in hell anymore. We're going to be in heaven, eternal paradise. Okay, we're not going to be we're not going to have ailment ridden bodies. Okay, scriptures tell you we're going to be put in the same type of body as Yahweh Shah. Okay, and the angels. All right, they don't go through shit. They don't catch hell in the spiritual world. They're not afflicted. They're not tormented. Okay, they have power. Okay, you know, so on and so forth, man. This is what we're coming into. All right, real soon, as I say. Okay, and these chains of darkness are about to be broken. All right, and that's the fact of the matter. Okay, and with that, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, Wahawar Kakadash. Shalom to the next one.